In this video, we're going to shift gears and talk about perception testing. Perception testing may not be something that you're as familiar with. In this video, we want to give you a high-level idea of what perception testing is and examples of its application. To start, let's define what perception testing is. A perception test measures an individual's understanding or reaction to different areas of your business. This can be extremely helpful to know how people are going to react to a new logo, a new image, or a new design. Perception tests can measure things like whether or not your customers are perceiving your company in the right way and associating the right emotions and concepts with your brand. Ultimately, you want to make sure people's first reaction about your brand is accurate. Do they find you stodgy and old school? That might be fine if you're an investment banker, but not great if you're selling clothes to young mothers. The more you have a match of how people perceive your design, the more likely you will see a decrease in people bouncing away from your website. Related to that, perception tests can also help you decide if you're meeting customer expectations. As soon as people arrive on your website, they will begin seeking out clues for the content that they're seeking on your site. Perception tests can help you determine if people can find the relevant aspects of your design. Let's say a lot of people come to your website looking for information about running shoes. Can people quickly and effortlessly locate that information? If they can, that suggests you're meeting expectations. Finally, perception testing can help identify pain points. Like Matthew was saying earlier, user experience is about the balance between meeting expectations while also minimizing pain. One pain point perception tests are especially great at identifying are trust factors. If people don't immediately feel like they can trust your company, it will be really hard to gain their trust later on. So as people take a visual look at your logo, your brochure, your landing page, your Facebook cover art, your website, or whatever it may be, you want to ensure that they feel like they can trust your organization. In order to help us get a better sense of what we mean by perception testing, we're going to share with you results from two different perception tests we've run and one we recently took. The first example is from me. As a small business owner knows, not only is your business brand important, but so too is your personal brand. I'm currently working on my personal brand, including having a logo designed to reflect, well, me. I've narrowed my brand down to two options shown here. In order to help me determine which design to select, I ran a perception test. The test in question was simple. I wanted to know which design testers preferred. After someone starts the test, they are presented with both designs and are able to select their favorite. The results, the second option is the clear winner, with 65% of users selecting that version. In addition to being able to see the results of the test, I'm also able to see demographic information about respondents like age, gender, and location. This demographic information can also be predetermined so that you can target your perception test to your target customers. Next up is a client we worked with to help them get a better understanding of how customers are reviewing their website and brand. In this test, users have 5 seconds to review a website homepage and then are asked 2 questions about the website. We use a 5-second test because on average, according to research, 5 seconds is about how long it takes for a person to view your website and make an opinion about your website before deciding whether or not to stay on your website and learn more. Now, I'm going to go to the next slide and give you 5 seconds to look at it. Just FYI, for confidentiality, we have blocked the business name and URL. Ready? Go. Did you figure out what they do? If you think you did, answer these questions to yourself. What products do you think this company sells? Did the brand appear trustworthy? Are you surprised to hear that the brand and the company has nothing to do with gambling, playing cards, or Vegas? If so, you aren't alone. Results determined that 70% of users didn't answer the question correctly, and 55% of users felt either negative or neutral about the brand. Thanks to the perception testing, we were able to provide insight into the organization's creative strategy in order to help clarify the message, design, and brand. Another way to use perception testing is to get a better understanding of how people might interact with your website and if you're meeting their expectations. For this perception test, users are asked where to click to locate video highlights. Besides the search icon, where would you click? We would likely click here, but only time and testing will tell where most users click. This is just another example of usability testing and another way it can be done and used to inform your decision making, and in this case, website formatting. There are a lot of different types of perception tests you can run in order to help bring clarity to your business and based on your business needs. Using perception tests can help you make more informed decisions about changes you're making and how they might be perceived and impact your business. You should consider running perception tests anytime you see an increase in your bounce rate or a decrease in your conversion rate. As well, you should run perception testing before considering a logo or website design change, as this will give you an idea of what to change. We'd also suggest running a perception test before releasing a new design. This can also be helpful if you have concerns about message or interested in gaining more insight into how people are clicking through and using your website. If you can think it, we can likely test it. In addition to perception testing, usability testing is another great way to get real-life feedback on how people use and interact with your website. In our next video series, we are going to discuss usability testing and help you identify ways that usability testing might be used to help your business. See you there.